Gillespie with Rancid and Sweaty Cabs coming at you with yet another video. I do apologize since it's been more than a freaking week since I last uploaded anything, and that's primarily because I had a huge amount of schoolwork I had to get done within the last week, and I wasn't able to really find any alone time or just time in general to do anything other than work and go to school and do schoolwork at home. So I do apologize for the lack of upload, but here we are with another video, and I just want to point out how ridiculous it is that Gwyneth Paltrow, a person who probably knows absolutely nothing about the superhero genre, also apparently understands that there is a clear difference between her character and Tony Stark, and that her character doesn't necessarily need to be this Iron Woman type character in the absence of Iron Man. Gwyneth Paltrow defends her exit from the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Why do you need Pepper Potts without Iron Man? Now former Pepper Potts actress Gwyneth Paltrow has admitted that she decided to put the Marvel Cinematic Universe behind her because she felt there was no compelling reason for her character to receive any more attention following the Avengers Endgame death of Tony Stark. And I actually agree. This is one of the few times that I'm going to agree with an actor on the decision made in a movie series. Paltrow opened up about her exit while hosting an Ask Me Anything session via her personal Instagram account. At one point, met with the demanding question, I'm asking this every time. Answer the question, why did you stop with Marvel, and do you miss RDJ? As written by what reads as a terminally online Marvel stan. That's pretty much. Paltrow playfully asserted, oh my god, stop yelling at me, before revealing, we just stopped doing it because Iron Man died. And that makes complete sense. You don't really need much else. Now, could you get a nice little cap off to the story, a nice little send-off, like, oh yeah, she and her daughter are kind of living peacefully and happily. They're out in that cottage in the middle of the woods that Tony built for them. They've got the defenses up, so if anything does happen, they're well protected and taken care of. They're getting cash back money coming in from any of the other things that might be going on, like if the Avengers are getting paid in some way, merchandise sales, things like that. They're making money, they're doing good. Paltrow is, Pepper Potts is making good money, and she's able to provide for her little daughter, and happy visits all the time. That's all you need to do for the character. You don't really need much else other than that, and you don't need her to come back into the movie series and be a mainstay character since she's, her story was over. Her story's pretty much over. She's got a daughter, she lost her husband, but she's got a daughter, and they're just living peacefully in the forest now. You don't need her to be Iron Woman. It's one of the few times I'm going to agree, especially with the woman who plays Pepper Potts. Really? Gwyneth Paltrow, the Goop lady? I'm going to agree with her? What kind of world is this, where suddenly she's making sense and the fans aren't? Okay. The actress/woman's health guru previously confirmed that her time fighting alongside the Avengers had come to an end, while speaking to fellow Marvel actress Scarlett Johansson for the April 18th episode of the Goop podcast. I'm not going to listen to that. If you guys want to, go ahead. There's even a timestamp on here. It's the 18-minute mark, I guess. Following a reflection on her own reasons for moving on from the MCU, the Black Widow star outright asked her host if she was also done with Marvel, to which Paltrow cautiously asserted, I think so. I mean, I didn't die, observed the actress, so I guess they can always ask me. Met with the joking question from Johansson that, I think you may come back at some point. A baffled Paltrow questioned in turn, really? As 64-year-old Pepper Potts, the confused actress continued, how great. 100% that's happening, laughed Johansson in turn. I'm not going to read the rest of this because it just seems like some general girl talk. Let's be honest. There is no need for Pepper Potts to remain a main character in the MCU anymore. Her story was served. Her character ended her arc alongside Tony Stark when Tony died. And she's got a daughter. They're living peacefully. They're living happily. Everything's going great for them. It's all okay. The world was saved by Tony Stark in the Endgame movie and the Avengers. You don't need Pepper Potts to stick around and be one of those characters who continues to fight alongside the Avengers. Oh, yeah, yes, I'm shooting lasers out of a suit that my husband made for me. I'm suddenly super good at using iron technology, even though I've never used it before in my life. You don't need that. You don't need more of that, okay? You got it in Endgame. She had the I forget what it was called in the MCU. She had the extremis potion in her DNA. She served her time. She did her thing. You know, you don't need her around anymore in the MCU. She did her thing. Now she's living happily ever after with her daughter. And knowing that her husband did the only thing that he could have possibly done in character mode, and that's sacrifice himself to save everybody else. That's what Tony Stark did. That was what he did throughout every initiation of any conflict ever. He was always there, sacrificing his butt so that everyone else could live. In the first Avengers movie, he did it. He brought a nuke into space. In the second Avengers movie, he was on the bottom of the Sokovia comet that was going right down towards Earth, and he blasted the vibranium shaft with his repulsor. You know, in the Infinity War, he took on Thanos by himself, and in Endgame, he took on all that extremely deadly radiation from the Infinity Stones and snapped, and then died in the process. Every Avengers movie, he has always laid down his life to die to save everybody else, and he finally succeeded. You don't need him going on any further than that, and you don't need Pepper Potts pining for a better tomorrow. You know, she's done her story. It's that simple. It's that simple. So I actually, for the first time I think ever, agree with Gwyneth Paltrow on this, and I don't want that to happen again because she's kind of a whack job if you guys haven't looked at it already. But yeah, why is this a thing? Why did people want her back? I don't understand. She's already done what she needs to do. She's already served her time. She is done. That's it. Dunzo. Gonzo. We're finished. You done your job, alright? That's all. I can't stress that enough. Her story is over. You don't need her in the MCU anymore. Her story is over. Okay. That being said, if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to leave a like, comment down below your thoughts, share this video out there with your friends, subscribe and hit that bell notification icon if you haven't already, so you don't miss a video that I upload, and check me out on my Rumble. I leave links to my Rumble, Patreon, and Twitter /X in the description below, but mostly check out my Rumble. I would really appreciate that because that's where I upload all my other videos. You can find me on Rumble at Rancit, capital RANTSIT, all one word, no space. And I really appreciate everyone who watches this stuff. I know it's been a while. Like I said, I had a lot of schoolwork to do, and I just didn't have the time to upload a single video. I didn't have the time to record a video. I was just like 30 hours of nonstop school. So I do apologize for not being able to really get anything done in the last week for content-wise, but thank you for those who stuck around and are going to watch this video. I appreciate you guys so much, and I can't wait to continue to grow this channel with you guys. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a great day and a great rest of the week.